did you catch what Charlotte Flair just did? It's not just news in the wrestling world. It's a move that has everyone talking, love her or hate her. This decision is undeniably brilliant. From her return to WWE after a long injury hiatus to her strategic domination of the women's division, Charlotte Flair is making waves. But what makes her latest move so genius? Let's dive into the shocking truth behind her actions and why WWE fans can't stop speculating. Stick around till the end, because we're about to break down why Charlotte's return to the top might just be the smartest thing she's done in her entire career. To understand why Charlotte Flair's return is so significant, we need to look back at the year 2024. As most WWE fans know, Charlotte's absence from the ring wasn't just a temporary setback, it was a major blow to the women's division. Back in December 2023, during a high-profile match against Asuka on SmackDown, Charlotte suffered one of the most devastating injuries a wrestler can endure. She tore her ACL, MCL, and meniscus, a combination of injuries that would sideline any athlete for a long period of time. Fans were devastated. Charlotte Flair had become an irreplaceable fixture in WWE. She was a staple at the top of the card, and her absence left a noticeable hole in WWE programming. But Charlotte is no stranger to overcoming adversity. As soon as the news broke, rumors swirled that Charlotte was determined to come back stronger than ever. She was seen at the WWE Performance Center, working tirelessly to rehabilitate her injury. The WWE team was reportedly impressed by her relentless dedication and commitment to getting back on her feet. This wasn't just about her return, it was about Charlotte Flair making a statement. She wasn't going to let this setback define her. In fact, some insiders even hinted that Charlotte was recovering ahead of schedule. Fans began speculating, would Charlotte return for WrestleMania 40? Could we see her back in action sooner than we thought? Fast forward to 2025. The question of Charlotte's return was finally answered. She showed up at the 2025 Royal Rumble. But this wasn't just any return. Charlotte Flair didn't wait around for months to build up suspense. She was back, and she made her presence known immediately. She entered the Rumble match, and in classic Charlotte fashion, she didn't just participate, she dominated. Winning the Rumble match not only earned her a coveted spot in a title match at WrestleMania 41 but also made it clear that Charlotte Flair was back and ready to reclaim her throne. What makes this even more remarkable is the timing of her return. WWE, as we all know, is riding a high right now. From selling out arenas across the globe to record-breaking profits, the company is in its prime. The wrestling business has never been hotter, probably since the Attitude Era. Charlotte's return was perfectly timed to inject even more excitement into the mix. As we saw at the Rumble, the anticipation surrounding her return had fans on the edge of their seats. And once she won the match, they knew Charlotte Flair was gunning for the championship, and she wasn't here to waste time. Now, let's talk strategy. Charlotte Flair's return wasn't just about her personal comeback. It was about putting the spotlight on WWE's top champions and generating interest across all brands. In the weeks that followed her victory at the Royal Rumble, Charlotte wasted no time. She appeared on SmackDown, Raw, and even NXT. Think about that, she wasn't just focused on her own brand, SmackDown. No, Charlotte Flair was making moves across all of WWE's programming. She appeared on Raw to tease a possible showdown with the Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. She visited NXT to go after the reigning champion, Gigi Dolan. And, of course, she made her presence felt on SmackDown, hinting that she might challenge for Tiffany Stratton's title. If you're a fan of WWE, this was nothing short of a masterclass in cross-brand promotion. But it wasn't just about hyping herself up. By stepping into these other divisions, Charlotte Flair brought eyes to the other brands. WWE was able to capitalize on her star power, generating buzz for shows like NXT, where stars like Gigi Dolan and Tiffany Stratton were looking for their own spotlight. And let's not forget the impact Charlotte had on Rhea Ripley. Though Rhea is already a huge star, the exposure and rub from Charlotte are priceless. Charlotte has a way of elevating everyone she interacts with, and that's exactly what she did here. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Charlotte Flair's Royal Rumble victory was, let's face it, predictable. Some fans were quick to voice their displeasure, claiming that Charlotte was nothing more than the golden goose of WWE, always winning, always getting the top spot. But here's the thing, Charlotte's win was never in doubt, and it shouldn't have been. She's one of the most decorated and successful wrestlers in WWE history. Of course, she was going to win. What else would you expect from Charlotte Flair? She is WWE's biggest star in the women's division, and she's been positioned as the company's top female athlete for years. The Rumble was always going to be her stage to return and make her mark. However, there's a twist. WWE, it seems, has big plans for Charlotte, while she's currently being portrayed as a babyface. Internal reports suggest that Charlotte might eventually transition into a heel persona leading into WrestleMania 41. This opens up a whole new level of intrigue. How will WWE handle this change in character? Could Charlotte's fans be in for a shocking surprise when she finally reveals her intentions for her championship match? And what does this mean for her potential feud with the likes of Rhea Ripley, Gigi Dolan, or Tiffany Stratton? Here's the real question we all want answered. Who will Charlotte Flair challenge at WrestleMania 41? This is where things get exciting. Rhea Ripley has been dominant as the women's world champion, and the idea of a rematch between Charlotte and Rhea, especially after their iconic encounter at WrestleMania 36, has fans talking. However, there's also the possibility that Charlotte could go after Gigi Dolan, the NXT champion. Imagine what a match between these two would look like, two powerhouse women going head-to-head for the top prize in WWE's developmental brand. And don't forget Tiffany Stratton, the rising star of SmackDown, who has been vocal about her desire to face Charlotte in the ring. A showdown between these two would be a dream match for many WWE fans, and it would mark a historic moment for the women's division. Charlotte's decision to keep her title match choice under wraps only fuels speculation. WWE is masterful at creating buzz, and by leaving us in suspense, Charlotte's eventual announcement will be nothing short of explosive. Will she challenge the dominant Rhea Ripley? Or will she bring something fresh and unexpected to the table by targeting the women's champions of NXT and SmackDown? One thing is certain, Charlotte Flair's legacy is far from over. In fact, it's only just beginning. WWE has invested heavily in Charlotte over the years, positioning her as the centerpiece of their women's division. Her ongoing rivalry with Rhea Ripley, her dominance of NXT's best talent, and her place in the company's history have cemented Charlotte as one of the most important athletes in WWE. Her future looks bright, and it's clear that WWE sees her as a top draw for years to come. Charlotte Flair is on the verge of breaking major records in WWE. She's already tied with her father, Ric Flair, for the most world championships in WWE history, and soon, Charlotte will surpass that milestone, becoming the first woman to hold 16 world titles in WWE. That's a huge accomplishment, and it speaks to her longevity and the company's belief in her ability to carry the division for years to come. We're likely going to see Charlotte Flair in WWE for a long time, and with her at the top, the company is bound to continue growing and evolving. So, what do you think? Will Charlotte Flair continue to reign as the undisputed queen of WWE, or will we see her take on a new role as a heel? Who do you think she'll challenge at WrestleMania 41? Rhea Ripley, Gigi Dolan, Tiffany Stratton? Each one would bring something unique to the table. One thing's for sure, Charlotte Flair is making her mark once again, and we're all watching, waiting for her next move. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more wrestling content.